BBC News with Stuart McIntosh. Two men convicted of the murder in 1965 of the American civil rights leader Malcolm X are to have their convictions quashed. The Manhattan District Attorney said Muhammad Aziz and Khalil Islam didn't get the justice they deserved. The attorney, Cyrus Vance, said police had withheld evidence that, in all likelihood, would have resulted in the acquittal of the men. The conviction of a third man, Thomas Hagen, has not been overturned. A supporter of Donald Trump has been sentenced to 41 months in prison over the deadly riot in the US Congress building in January. Jacob Chansley, who wore a horned headdress at the riot, admitted obstructing official proceedings. Separately, the former advisor to President Trump, Steve Bannon, pleaded not guilty to defying a subpoena from a Congress panel investigating the assault in which 5 people died. A Sudanese doctors group says the security forces have shot dead 14 people during mass protests against last month's military coup. Thousands of people have joined demonstrations marking the day that a civilian was scheduled to take over the leadership of the governing Sovereign Council. The government of Burkina Faso says the number of people now known to have been killed during an Islamist militant attack on Sunday has risen to 53. Almost all the victims were military police officers. Poland's border force says around 1,000 migrants remain at the frontier with Belarus as diplomatic efforts to resolve the crisis are stepped up. The head of the European Union's executive said it would send $800,000 worth of aid. The Pakistani government has passed controversial amendments to the country's Election Act during a hostile joint session of Parliament. One change authorises the use of electronic voting machines. The other gives some 9 million Pakistanis overseas the right to vote in general elections online. BBC News.